I'm back. This is 3 for 3. I'm so proud of myself, giving myself a pat on the back. So, today I wanted to make this video on my experience. How should I say this? Because I don't want for anyone to think that I'm doing this video trying to, how should I put it? I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to jump on the Uvalde thing train, you know? It's not, it is, they deserve all the focus. They deserve all of the, like, they're, as a parent, I don't even understand how they even get up every morning. I could not. I could not. I mean, those are little babies. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. So never ever is my intention ever to draw away from them. They need to be the focal point. And not just them. All all families who've lost, like, you know what I'm saying? That just that just comes to mind just because it's so close to home. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Houston, like Uvalde's not that far off. So it was like really close to home. So it kind of hits different because it's like, you know? So I decided to make this video just because the day that it happened, I'm gonna tell you guys my personal experience trying to buy a gun in Texas so that you guys can understand what we're really talking about here in Texas. I couldn't tell you anywhere else because I've only lived in Texas and I had this experience here in Texas. Okay? I'm a single parent. I want to start off by saying I believe and have and the right for you to protect yourself. I'm a single parent of 3 children. It's, in our household, it's just me and my mom. So I wholeheartedly believe in being ready. Because if anybody tries to come in my door that's not allowed, you best believe you're in for a rude awakening, okay? With that being said, I also believe that there is a need to make sure that whoever's going to go and look for such things, that you understand why they're looking for it, that you understand what the necessity is, that you understand that they're getting what they need just to fulfill what their necessity is. Let me tell you what happened so you can understand why I say that. In Texas, especially in a Hispanic family, guns is normal. It's a normal thing. Guns don't scare me. Guns don't, being around a gun is not, to me personally, it's not scary. Other people it might be, not to me. I've seen them, I've been around them, I've even held them. It's not something, out of this world to me. My first experience was with a gun. My grandfather shot me how to shoot a rifle in the backyard of his. He used to put the empty cans in the backyard, and that's how he shot me. This was my only experience with this man. My grandfather was never one to really seek out, at least for me personally. I don't know about my other cousins, But for me personally, he was never one to like try to bond with us. There's history there that I right now I'm not choosing to go into, but he wasn't lovey-dovey in that way, I would say. But for some reason this day, he was in the backyard in the shed. At my grandparents' house, there's a shed in the back. And he was a cusser. Like every time he got upset, he would start cussing. So I asked him, "Hey, do you need any help with anything? What's going on?" And he was just mumbling all, underneath his breath. I left that man alone. I Growing up, you already know you leave the people alone. Okay? And then as I started walking away, he's like, "No, no, no, come back, come back." Okay. I come back and he brings out the rifle. I'm like, "What you gonna do with that?" He's like, "You about to do something." He went and put the cans on the fence. He has a chain link fence, and he went and stacked them up. "I want to see you shoot this gun." I'm like, "Why you want me to shoot a gun or shoot the rifle?" I need you to know how to shoot a rifle. There's no boy. My mom didn't have any boys. It's just me and my sister, and I'm the oldest. I'm thinking that's why. Because like I said, he's never been one to, you know. And then my father wasn't around much, so I don't know if he felt that he needed to teach me. I don't know. But that was my first experience with a gun. My second experience with a gun, um, when I was walking home from school. I was in middle school. I was walking home from school, and I remember it was after my 15th birthday, because that was the only time I ever, as a teenager, had received any type of jewelry. My mom was a single parent, so couldn't really afford too much. But as soon as I got my 15 jewelry, like I was wearing the jewelry, and I got held up right across the street from the school, and they jammed the gun in my rib cage, and that was the first time somebody ever pointed a gun at me. And there were classmates. They were classmates. Some of them older from the high school, because I was in middle school. So some of them from middle school, but they're all, you know, kids. And I remember they were telling me to take everything off, and I was in shock. I couldn't believe that was happening to me, and I kind of froze. And then they all started pushing on me and trying to make me trip and fall. And at this point, they had all circled around me, and it was a bunch of guys. As a female, the worst thing of them taking the jewelry was not what I was afraid of. So, uh, someone, I don't even know from where this person came, but caught their attention. And when I saw them, kind of take their eyes off of me, I was gone. And I don't even know how I lost them, but I did. I guess it was the Lord was with me that day. I made it home. So, guns have been, like I said, in and out of my life. Not only that, like my uncles had guns. I've cousins have had guns. So as a parent, realizing I'm going to be a single parent after my divorce, and not right after. I'm not going to say because I got divorced. That's not what I'm saying. But a few years passed after the divorce, and I was like, I'm really going to be alone. And I'm happy being alone. Don't get it twisted. Like, I like being free. I like the freedom. I do. I'm one of those people. I don't like having someone try and dictate to me. I'm not like, I'm a free bird. That's just who I am. So anyway, don't put me in the cage because I don't react well. So I said, you know what? I need to find a way to protect me and mine. So for my birthday, I don't even remember what year it was. It was I'm not even gonna try and guess at it. It was a few years ago. Um, not that long ago. I want to say maybe 5 years ago, 4, somewhere around there. Anyway, so my sister's ex-military, and so of course because she's ex-military, she knows how to handle a gun. So since I had mentioned for my birthday I wanted to go get formal training, like actually learn, because again it's just been in the backyard. That was him trying to teach me, and the other ones were just being around and watching other people, being in the hood with friends having guns and things like that. So I wanted to get someone to actually teach me how to handle a gun, how to shoot a gun, how to, you know, formal training is what I was looking for on how to shoot a gun before I actually purchased a gun. Because yes, I wanted to purchase a gun. So she took me to the shooting range, and I went and shot a gun. Let me tell you, I liked it, and I hit. Well, I'm not gonna say I hit the bullseye, but I hit my target points. Like I got the head, I got the chest, I got the this, I got the that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So after I did my little, my session, I figured, okay, I can handle myself around a gun. Like, I'm cool. And so I go over to the salesman, and this is the part I want y'all to listen to, because this is an actual gun shop. Like, they sell guns. That's what they do. So this is a gun dealer. I go to the counter. Here comes the guy. Hi, how can I help you? What are you looking for? Blah, blah, blah. I specifically said to this man, I'm a single mother of 3. I'm just looking for protection. I'm not a hunter. I'm not any kind of sportsman. I just need, in the event of, to have some form of protection. That's all I want. He starts to showing me guns. And the guns that he's showing me are pretty big guns, And I'm like, no, I don't need all of that. I just want something small that I can tuck away, because I have kids. So I need something small that I can tuck away, but that, would hurt somebody. And I specifically said, I want something that can hurt somebody if I need to hurt somebody, but I'm not looking to kill anybody. That's exactly what I said to that man. Oh, well, you need this one, you need that one. Of course, he's trying to sell stuff. That's how I took it at first. He's just trying to make me buy the more expensive gun. At first, that's how I took it. I said, no, let me, because in case you don't, no one's like, if you have not been to an actual shop, they're expensive. They not nothing cheap. So I said to this man, no, this smaller gun is fine for me. Can you tell me a little bit about the smaller gun? This man, the gun dealer, sits there and tells me, I don't know what you really want that gun for. It's really kind of like a toy. You're not really going to do much with it. And I told him, I said, well, I don't really want to do anything with it. It's just for protection. If the Lord, is on my side, I'll never need to use it. He says, but if you do need to use it, don't you want to hurt somebody? I said, my aim is never to hurt somebody. My aim is to be able to get away, to still keep my life for me and my kids. That's the goal, is to stay alive. He's like, well, if you want to stay alive, Why don't you get something that's going to kill them instead of something that's just going to graze them? Because that's not going to, put a stop to them. I said, huh? And I was just looking at him confused. He's like, yeah, you're not going to stop a man that you're just going to hurt. And I repeated to him again, I'm not looking to kill anybody. I'm just looking for protection. That's it. Well, you're not going to get much protection from that. I walked away. This is the experience that I had. Mind you, I was not alone. I was with a group of people. So other people can verify this story for you. This is the experience of what it is to buy a gun in Texas. If I was a crazy person, that man would not have cared. He would not have cared. Let me tell you something. I asked him, do you have any classes going on for what do they call them? Concealed handgun, classes that they show you everything you need to know. Do you have any of those classes going on? He turns around and said, oh, they're not needed. You don't need them to buy that. You can buy the gun. You don't need all that. I said, no, I know that the laws have changed and I don't need it, but I would like it just so I can be informed. Oh, well, here's a form right here if you want to fill it out, but you can go ahead and take the gun. And if you decide that you don't need to take the class, well, you don't have to come. So this is why I felt the need to make this video. I understand some people want to get off guns don't kill people, people kill people. But people provide these guns to people because people make it easy and actually promote people to get these guns. Keyword being promote. That man knew nothing about me. He knew nothing about me. And he steady, even after I turned him down several times, was still trying to get me to get a bigger type gun so that I can do more damage or even kill. Because I specifically told him, I'm not a hunter. I'm not trying to kill animals or anything like that. I specifically said, this is for self-defense. So he knew it would be used in the event of, it would be used on another person. This is what we're talking about when we talk about gun laws in Texas. This is exactly what we're talking about. Now, let me remind y'all, I am not against guns at all. Because like I said, I believe you should have the right to protect your home and your family. I 100% wholeheartedly agree with that. Because let me tell you, if you come for me and mine, I'm going to come for you. It is what it is. But don't make it easy for someone to come for me and mine. You know what I'm saying? It's not really much anything else I can say on that. I'm just going to leave you with that. Help us make the change. Because obviously, it's not enough people out here helping it. As far as all those babies that lost their lives, I pray for them. I pray for their souls to be at rest. It's a horrible way to go. For anyone that's ever been shot. I've never been shot, but I've seen people get shot. It's never a one and done. You feel that shit. You feel it. Those babies should not have felt that. And just to sit and think about what their last moments were, they did not deserve that. And you want to talk about mental health all you want. Whatever that 18-year-old was going through, it should have been addressed. But at the end of the day, someone sold him that gun and didn't even ask a question. Someone didn't have the common sense to say, you just turned 18. What in the world do you need this for? You know what I'm saying? I could not be that silly. I would lose my job because I would not be able to sell an 18-year-old those, not just a gun, but the type of guns that he had. I would lose my job. I would turn in my resignation right there and then. Let someone force me to aid and abet, because that's basically what they did. They aided and abetted a mass shooting. I'll see you guys next time.